Alright, here I am in Photoshop. I'm just going to show you a few quick things that I do. Try and find a place for this so you can see what buttons I'm clicking. First thing I like to do, some people prefer to do, is to create a layer over the top. This layer is so that I can draw. I push B, and that means brush. You can see down here that when I push B, it lights up. So I push B, and that means brush. And say I wanted to brush uh, whatever I want to brush on the photo, I could do that without ruining the photo. So I just deleted that layer and just put a new one up. So if I want to do some kind of changes, a lot of times some of the things I always do is I use the J tool, which is right here. And when you right click on it, you can see healing brush tool. The spot healing brush tool is what I use. And if there was some like a blemish or something that I wanted to get rid of, say here, just this little, it's nothing wrong with this, but say there was just this little here, I could just hit J, and now it's gone. He has really nice skin though, so you don't have to worry about stuff like that. But when you do have a model that doesn't have good skin, and you want to get really clean it up, you could do like that. She doesn't have any issues here, so lucky you. But the J tool is a big tool for that. And then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just start a new layer every time I do a new edit so that I can go back. I could layer this. I could name this layer J tool just so I know that what that layer is. And I can come here and I can label this eyes, because when I work on my eyes, I kind of want to have a separate layer of doing it. So I can go back to the J tool layer here and just pull this little bit of makeup out right here. Just like that. Alright, now I'm back to my eyes layer. I'll set this to overlay, and then I'll brush, that's B, the brush tool, and then I'll set my opacity to 40% or 30%. But the quickest way to do this is just to push 3, and notice this will change 30%. Okay, 40 is 4. If I push 35, it'll become 35%. So just a quick way to do it. And then I will take, I'm going to use the left bracket to make it smaller. See my circle getting smaller. And I will brush white. You see, down here my swatches are black and white right now. If I push X, it switches which color I'm using. So I'll take white, and then I can brush white into here, just like this. And I can brush white into here. And I kind of want to do both eyes evenly, but as you can see, when I hit this eyeball here, it'll take away what I just put in this layer. So watch here. That's without it, and that's with it. It's kind of a big difference right now. So I will push Command 0 to see the full image, and then I'll show you how it looks. Gone and back. So you see the eyes just brighten up a bit. Not too bad. I can also use that to, if I want to change the eye color, I can take that same setting. I can use a brush overlay and maybe, I don't know, try some type of green or something. I don't know, see what it comes out like. And I can brush green in there. Even though these are really pretty eye colors, I wouldn't change these, but if I wanted to, I can brush green in here. At 30%, 35%, whatever. And I think that green is a little too dark, so I'll just go with a lighter green. And I'll brush, there it is, a light green in there. And wherever I go overboard, I can just push E for eraser. And as you can see, my eraser is as big as the screen right now. I can left bracket all the way down to a reasonable size. And then erase some of that. And you see my eraser is at 100% opacity. And then when I push B, it'll show that my brush is at 35% opacity. So just so you know, you'll have to change it. Go back to E, eraser tool, you have to change it. So here with my eraser, I can go to 40% by pushing 4. If I want to go to 100%, I push 0. And I'll just erase the edge that a little bit. right there, just to kind of clean it up. And then I'll do Command 0 to see the whole picture. And then I can turn that off and on, and you can see the green just kind of popping in there. Do it again here and here. So if you want to change somebody's eye color, that's how you would do it. Other than that, what else would I do? I hate making people's skin look like super smooth. I really like people's natural texture, so I won't do that. It's really detailed, and it seems like a waste of an edit anyway. If I wanted to take care of these loose hairs here, I could use the S tool, which is a clone stamp tool right here. Okay, I can use the S tool, and how you use it is you find the location and you hold the option button, and it'll make a little target. And then so basically whatever I choose as my target, I'll show you how it works. Whatever I choose as my target, click there. I can come over here and place that exact same target in another place. So watch this. I can put that there. And then as you see me drawing here, if you look back at the original location, you will see a little hash mark. That is the target that's coming over this way. So let's see if we can do it. Actually, you know what? I'm still in the wrong layer. So I'm going to Control Z to undo that, because that was all one stroke. If I put Command Z, just undo. And then Command Shift Z continues to undo. And then otherwise, if you just push Command Z and Command Z again, it's back and forth. That's all it is. So on this layer right here, I'll take my eraser and erase that portion that I did, and I'll start a new layer. That is the normal layer right now instead of an overlay layer. And that way when I use my S tool, it won't blend halfway like that. It'll blend the full way. So now wherever I move, my cursor is moving. So if I start over here, you'll see that my cursor will be down over here somewhere, the little X. But I want to start right here. I'm going to just put this eye right here in the middle of the forehead, just as an example. But I'm doing this all with one stroke. I'm just holding down my mouse. Just out of an example. So you can just add whatever you want, wherever you want to do it, technically. I know that looks weird, but if you want to give somebody 3 eyes, that's how you would do it. But that's not what I'm doing, so I'm going to Command Z to undo that. What I am doing is taking care of some of these stray hairs. Just, when you get into the fine details of things. So I'll take this option, make a target, click there, and then I'll click on the hair. And I'm going to get even closer so you can see what happens. Watch the little X pop up. I'm copying whatever that X is, that little hash mark. I'm just copying that right into wherever my cursor is. So when I drag, you see the little X or the little cross pop up. That means that I'm copying. You got to be careful when you're copying in a loop, because you can end up copying the original, this loop right here. You can actually copy that into the next section. You have to reset your clicker, otherwise you'll copy the same thing twice. So if I come here and I drag across and I keep it in one motion, then it's still going to see that hair that I originally dragged there. This hair right here, when I push Command Z, you'll see is this hair. So even though I did one swoop and I erased it, the page still sees, until I let go of my X, or until I let go of my cursor, it'll still see that. So what I can do is hit it, and now when I go there, it's black now, so it won't duplicate, if that makes sense. So you got to be kind of careful. The way I would do that is I would just move my cursor to a different location so that it doesn't overlap, and then I could take care of some of these if I wanted to. Take care of this one here. So anything on top of the head, I'll keep the cursor just above the person's hair. Now this on this side, on the right side of the head, I'll keep the cursor on the right side. So all I do is Option click, and then my next click will show me the distance. So that's going to stay relative to wherever my next click is. Does that make sense? So when I option and click with this S tool, the next place that I click, it will match up, and it'll always be in that same relative. No matter where I go, it'll always stay relative to that. So I can pull that black from way over there and put it right in here, and I never have to worry about overlaying anything. You know, take care of all of that, just like that. So that's not bad. You can also use this tool to clean up skin instead of the J tool. If you wanted to, you could use the S tool, option click, and then I can put that type of skin here. You see? Or here. Now here's one thing you gotta watch out for. Command Z, you wanna do that, is if you right click or double finger click, you can see this dragger called hardness. If you drag it over to 100% and hit enter, then you'll see that my copy is actually a hard circle instead of a soft circle. See that? As opposed to if I'm gonna right click and use soft instead of hardness, then you see it's kind of a softer circle on the edges. So Command Option Z is how you undo multiple times. Or you can go up here to edit and step backwards, which is Command Shift Z. I'm sorry, Command Option Z. Okay. And step forward is Command Shift Z. So I just take a step backwards to undo something like this.